What's going on, guys? We're back once again, and we are going to be talking about another new show, Happy's Place, starring Reba McEntire, returning finally to television. And I'm going to say this: I grew up watching a good amount of the show Reba when I was younger, and I've always liked Reba. I think she does very well in acting, amazing singer as well. Legend across all of entertainment. But seeing her return in this new show is very interesting. So the entire premises of this show is she's running a bar. It's named after her father. Her father passes away, and right when it seems like she's about ready to sign everything that her father needed her to sign, she comes to meet she has a half sister, and she never knew she had a half sister, and she has to deal with all the issues that her half sister is doing because her half sister has a way of thinking. I believe her name is Isabel, so she has a certain way of thinking, which of course is different from Reba's, and Reba has a certain way of doing things. And seeing the one that played Barbara Jean and Reba, that was good to see her again. So they're acting together again. We meet another one that's kind of like the bartender slash handyman, the one that does her taxes, and then her real life boyfriend, who is her cook. So seeing all of them together is really funny. There's been a lot of funny moments in here, and then Reba having to not really wanting to share anything, and not wanting to let go of who she thought her dad was, and learn that, hey, her dad wasn't a perfect man. He had another a relationship, he had a child, and no one knew. And like in one of the first episodes where her half sister breaks a picture that she thought was hers was actually her sister's, and having to kind of agree to disagree in a way of like, hey, this is the way they run the bar, and this is the way they run the bar. And then the second one, she kind of does the same thing of making decisions without Reba, and then Reba does the same thing without her. And everyone's kind of wanting to give her sister a pass, which I think is kind of understandable to a certain degree. But the sister does act very entitled, like, oh, I'm owed something, I'm owed something, I'm owed something. And I've seen the actress play in a couple other things. She played in the second Hocus Pocus, and I believe in something else as well. So I'm giving her credit. I don't like the character so far because, again, I'm just gonna say this, with the new generation is acting like they're owed something. So again, she's pulling that off very well if that's what she's going for. Of basically, hey, I didn't know my dad. Now my dad left me half of a bar, and it's half mine, so I should have say. When she does not know how to run a bar, she has no experience in that. Her sister does, and she's trying to learn from her sister, but her sister can only handle so much. And then wanting to do it a certain way, and then Isabel's wanting to tell her to do this way when the other way works or could work better. And it's just all these things jumbled up of learning more about each other and learning about things and trying to learn not only to get to know each other but also to pretty much live with each other, of learning of, hey, I never knew my dad, or I know my dad and he wasn't who I thought he was, all these different things, right? So again, it's a good series. It does have its flaws to a certain degree, but I'm overlooking those to try to enjoy a series and give it a better chance. Hopefully it does well. Certain times I will say this, certain comedy series that I do like, they don't always do well for some reason. Either the characters just become more of a nuisance, or the writing just goes off the wall, or the story doesn't make sense. That's with a lot of shows anymore, especially live action. But overall, those are just my thoughts of Happy's Place. Again, I'm giving it a shot. I'm wanting to continue trying to watch it. I've only watched the first two episodes that's aired to my knowledge. I'm not sure if the third episode has aired yet. By recording this video, I'm pretty sure I've already watched the third episode. But if you guys have not watched the series Happy's Place starring Reba McEntire, definitely give it a shot. It is a great show. If you like Reba, you may like it. If you don't, that's fine too. If it's just not for you, and give it a try. You're like, hey, I don't like this for whatever reason. That's fine. But overall, I'm enjoying it. What's your guys' thoughts on this? Let me know down in the comments down below. If you guys are enjoying your day, and I'll see you as always on the next one.